Hi, it's Sarah. I hope you're doing well today, spending some time taking care of yourself and maybe resting and relaxing a little bit. Today's video is going to be about the planet's influence on the zodiac signs. When most of us think of astrology, we think about what? Our natal sign and maybe our moon sign, right? But not much else. But we all know we're influenced by the planets, meteorites, and more. So today I want to give you a quick and easy to understand overview of the importance of the planets and how they affect us. This is, of course, my take on the astrology, and because of that, it will not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, no worries, just pass it on by, and I do hope you find what you're looking for. When we explore our own natal charts, it's important, of course, to begin with the sun and moon, always. And when you're watching readings on YouTube, I always suggest that people watch sun, moon, and ascendant for more information. And that is because the sun, which of course is the center of all life, represents your personality. So of course there are lessons associated with your personality, but you are so much more than that. The moon gives us our soul and our emotional core. And it's probably not something that we show to people. It's more hidden. It's so you can see it has its own challenges. The moon is the ruling planet of the zodiac sign Cancer, and it's very much associated with the mother, nurturing, and feminine energy. Your rising sign, also known as the ascendant, is your appearance and your social personality. In other words, it's how you appear or how you come off to people. It relates to the zodiac sign that was in the eastern horizon when you were born. Your rising sign represents your physical body and your outward style. Your personality, your values, your emotions, and now we have your appearance and your social personality. So you're starting to see that there are a lot of different factors that make up the magic that is you. This is why sometimes we see two people, both of them are, let's say Leos, for example, and they look totally opposite. Perhaps one is a sun sign Leo with a rising sign in Libra, and the other rising sign is in Scorpio. Their sense of fashion, aesthetics will be totally different. Even though they have the same sun sign, which would be their personality, they may be dressing very differently. They may be acting very differently. What they're showing the world is very different, but yet they're both still Leos. Really interesting when we take astrology to the next level. Look at how the planets affect us. So if you have a decent understanding of the personality archetypes of astrology, then if you apply that to the planets, you can see how they interact. For instance, Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, and it's the planet of the mind and communication. In other words, it's a planet of ideas and the means to communicate those ideas. Strong Mercury energy will often be displayed as a love of travel, a love of knowledge. They're very social people, but they also really love their spreadsheets. They love to really understand how things work. They like to track things, and they like to continuously keep learning and keep discovering things. Gemini and Virgo, right? Those are traits that are very much associated with those two signs. So the planet Venus rules over Taurus and Libra. Venus is associated with characteristics and principles of harmony, art, balance, and beauty. And it is, of course, connected with love. It's also concerned with the pleasure we derive from personal possessions and comfort. So let's say, for example, your Venus is in Cancer. What would that mean? Well, a Venus in Cancer would make you a very caring and devoted person. You would likely keep very close ties with your family and your parents, possibly even living very close to them. Family really matters to you. But you're also a very spiritual person who feels and senses much and could struggle with all your experiences, not having an outlet to really express them. Art would be a very good way, whether that is music, painting, writing, to express all the things that you're feeling. You're also very likely an empath, or at the very least highly empathetic and in tune with others. Most Venus in Cancer people are likely poetic, they're very easygoing, but they're also very psychic and very attuned to what's going on with other people. So it's not an easy placement. Mars is the ruling planet for powerful Aries, and to some astrologers, Scorpio, although modern astrology now determines that Pluto is the ruler of Scorpio. Mars is a planet that is concerned with things you want and how you go about achieving them or how you go about getting them. So you can see it's really important to see what sign Mars is in your chart. Jupiter is associated with pleasure and enjoyment. It is the ruler of Sagittarius and is also associated with the principles of growth, religion, luck, and higher education. How would Jupiter in Taurus manifest? The person would likely be a hard worker who enjoys the luxury and comfort of their home. They probably get paid very well for what they do, and they love feathering their nest. They're also fond of good food and probably have an expanding waistline later in life. But they also enjoy working in groups and believe in social justice for the betterment of all. So you can see how that really influences the Taurus energy. Saturn is the ruling planet of Capricorn, and it is associated with the principles of reality and restrictions, boundaries, rules, and of course karma. Saturn was traditionally the ruler of Aquarius until the discovery of the planet Uranus. Neptune is the ruling planet of Pisces and is associated with deception, illusion, fantasy, spirituality, and psychic phenomena. The planet Pluto is the ruling planet of Scorpio and is associated with the concepts of passion, transformation, intuition, death, and rebirth. This tiny planet also changes signs about every 21 years on average, so it affects entire generations and makes a major impact on the collective consciousness of the planet. Let's say your Pluto is in Virgo, which it was from 1956 to 1972, which was a very turbulent time for the Earth, where there were lots of changes, lots of political changes. That was the time of the hippies. That was the time of big shifts in society morals, big shifts with the war, lots of things really happening that defined that time, but also changed the direction of the collective consciousness and what we wanted to achieve to be quote unquote successful versus happy. So we look back on it now and we can see how this Pluto and Virgo manifested. Someone born during that time would likely be very intelligent with an investigative mind who likely solves puzzles and mysteries easily, making them a very good detective, investigator, or inventor. But they also likely desire to be of service to the world. They're generally someone who marches to their own beat and not someone who is satisfied with the status quo. Plus, they also have a need to see the good in humanity. They often give more than they can afford and have many lessons associated with this theme. So you can see how each placement of each planet is definitely worth investigating and how it affects you, how it affects your lessons, and the changes actually going on the planet too. So there is a lot to really unpack with astrology. It's something that really it takes a lifetime to learn. So I hope you enjoyed this little mini overview of the planet's influence on the zodiac. And before you ask me in the comment section below, what does it mean if your Mercury is in Virgo or if your Mercury is in Taurus, you probably need a reading. That's not something I can really leave in the comment section, okay? So if you want to talk to me about a reading, you can email me at this address. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching, supporting the channel, becoming patrons, and joining the community. We're here because of you. So I hope you liked this video, and if you did, be sure and give it a like and let me know in the comment section below. And also let me know if you want to know more about astrology like this, if you want little mini lessons or explanations. That's it for today. Speak to you soon. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.